So many of you guys have been asking, hey, Sean, where are you right now? Give me an update. Are you with AIL? How high up have you gotten? What are you doing right now? So this video, we're going to get into that. I'll let you guys know what's going on. So stay tuned. We're going to get right into it. I have some notes here. I got some shout outs for you guys. But just to get you up to speed, if you guys have not watched my page, I'm Sean Gary, aka The Success Joke, all that good stuff. But here we're talking about insurance, life insurance. We're talking about American Income Life, my experiences, if you've seen the previous videos, all that good stuff. So I first want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single one of you guys who have watched my videos, who have commented on videos, subscribed to the videos, all that good stuff. It means a lot to me because I feel that God has given me an opportunity to have a platform to touch other people's lives. So I don't take that lightly, and so I just want you first to know I appreciate your support. Those have been watching. Many of you guys have called me, have texted me. I've been on the phone with you guys along the process of your studying or questions about whatever. So I try to make myself available for you guys as best I can. Obviously, I can't answer every call, can't talk to every single person, but I try my best to help you guys as much as I'm able to do that. This first comment was a question from Stacy Adams. So I appreciate you, Stacy Adams. She says, are you still with AIL? Did you make money in training? Have you moved into leadership? So this question about are you still with AIL? Let me see before I answer that one. Shout out also to Tiffany Jackson. She's like, more updates, please. Ocean Blackwood, shout out to him. He said, can we get another update video on where you are now in AIL? So the first question, as far as am I still with AIL? Currently, I'm not with AIL, and I had some experiences that, for me personally, didn't align with the level of integrity that I wanted to move and operate in. There were some things that happened that you could argue is illegal, but there's just things that I just didn't feel comfortable in the situation that I was in. My expectations were not met, and it wasn't even close for what I want to produce in the industry and the type of moves I want to make. And like I said, the level of integrity that I want to move with, I didn't see that. It was a lot of things that I can go into more detail with, but I don't want this to be a bashing AIL video. AIL is a great company as far as their history and the people they've helped. They've helped a ton of people. I don't want to take anything away from that. If you're watching this and you're with AIL and it's working for you, great. Continue to crush it. But for me, it didn't work. When I went to try to, question some things, my response kind of was more so, this is just how things are here. So, I didn't really see anything changing. And so I just said, okay, well, I need to part ways. There are a number of things. That's just one of the things. That's one of the reasons. As I began to build my team, there were individuals that I invited out who 100% without a shadow of a doubt said, no, I don't want to be a part of this group. And they called out specific individuals that were directly connected to me. So they had to kind of interact with them at some capacity or another. Would have been very difficult. While I was trying to decide, I was on the fence of what I wanted to do, uncomfortable with my scenario. I was just kind of praying on the situation. And, that kind of like pushed me overboard when, the individuals that I was trying to recruit said, we love you, but we can't move with those guys. So that could be considered a sad parting of ways. But I wish those guys the best. I see some of their comments. I comment on some of their stuff every now and then, like their stuff. I'm not one to hold grudges. I wish the best for everybody. There's plenty of people out here to help, plenty of money for everybody to get. So I hope everybody well, wish everybody well and their success with AIL and all that good stuff. Talked to the owner of the agency I was with, shared a lot of the issues that I had. Like I said, I'm not going to lay them all out here, but there were a number of bullet points of things that I saw that wasn't really working for me, areas of suggestions to improve their agency, and much credit, much respect to the individual that owned the agency. I'm not even gonna call his name out, put him on blast, but much respect to him for even being upfront and honest with me to say, hey, I do want to know how can things be better? What did you not like? How can we improve? So kudos to him, much love and respect to him and his family. So no, I am no longer with AIL. And so, like I said, after that period of time, I decided to research, figure out what do I want to do. I was heavily in prayer, waiting on God to lead and point me in a direction that I felt that I felt He wanted me to go in. And one of the ideas that a couple guys and I discussed was launching our own company and starting our own agency, starting our own insurance company. And what I decided was I was excited about that. And we decided to research and start digging and moving in that direction. I learned a ton about the industry. And during this period of time, just to speed up the gap from the time that I left AIL to where I am now, there was a plethora of pieces of information that I gathered, I gained. Facts, figures, research just was crazy. I talked to a number of companies, very high level, some owners of other companies, and built some really great relationships, companies that I had never heard of, some that I had heard of. And it was a major blessing to me. There was a level of favor where curtains were pulled back, doors were open, and I was able to really connect with high-level individuals in those companies to figure out if me coming and joining and locking arms with them would make sense. And again, I appreciate those guys for taking time out of their day to really share their hearts with me and listen to me share my heart with them. And then, of course, all of the education that I learned about the industry was ridiculous. I learned a ton about insurance and about the industry as a whole as I was pursuing, launching my own company or partnering with another one. Let's see. So thanks, Stacy Adams, for the question, and thank you, Ocean Blackwood, as well. So Stacy Adams, you had a question though about after you said, "Are you still with AI?" You said, "Did you make any money in training?" For me, it was a weird situation. It was before Corona really hit, but people were sick a lot that week. So the week that I really was supposed to kind of get out and get going, and you're trying to see 20 appointments or however many, 15, 10, whatever it was, I felt like I had only seen like 2 or 3. So it was really bad from the financial gaining aspect because I didn't really see a lot. And so I can't really say that I made a lot of money during training, but some individuals can make money during training. I won't say you can't. You might even be able to make, $500 to $1,000. Just depends on who you're with. It depends on how the agency runs. It depends on how your training is with that individual and how they're letting you jump in and write business and things like that. So have I moved into leadership? No, I did not. I was leaving before there was an opportunity for me to move up into leadership, but that's always been the plan. The next question, Jake Lacorantando. Forgive me, Jake, if I messed that up, man. But it says, he said, how's it going with coronavirus? Are you making sales on a video call like Zoom? So I will tell you, absolutely. There are companies that they were not prepared. They were not ready for Zoom. They were not ready for Corona. But the company that I'm with now, they definitely had already prepared. We do actually everything digital. Everything's online. We have no physical paperwork at all, which compared to my previous experiences, that was a major blessing because there was a ton of paperwork that we had to do before. So what is it like now with COVID? Nola. A Nola, I think this is the last one, yeah, that I'm gonna answer on this one. So A Nola, she said, what is it like now with COVID? So to be honest with you, we are essential business. We are an essential business, so we're able to continue to operate, which is a blessing. Where a lot of companies, man, a lot of people are laid off. A lot of people are struggling financially. They're unable to continue the jobs that they had and the careers that they had, and we're blessed in this industry to be able to continue to work and provide for our families. It's one of the things about COVID, how it's affected us, is in the negative way it hasn't, in terms of not being able to continue to work. Now, what I will say is, when I was doing my research, I promise pretty much every single company that I spoke to, part of their like pulling and selling and trying to pull me into that company, they told me, man, we're having the best like months that we've ever had in the industry. Like, we're breaking all the records, and we're doing so well. We're thriving during coronavirus. We're thriving during this pandemic. So that's something that I heard from a lot of people, and that makes sense. You got to think, people are literally losing their life. So other people that are watching that, they're thinking, like, well, I don't want to end up losing mine and not have anything for my family. So it puts death on the radar for everybody. And I would never say that's a good thing. But in regards to the question, during this pandemic, it's beneficial, if you will, for, I don't even like that term it's dealing with people's death, but I'll just put it like this: because people are more hearing more about death, it's making them more aware of the fact that they are going to die at some point, and it gets their thinking moving in terms of how do I have coverage for my family and things like that. So yeah, that's how I answered that one. As far as the digital aspect, obviously, I personally have written policies in people's house. Throw a mask on if I need to. It was a time where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear a mask or not. I'm always have it ready to go. When I get to the house, I'll ask them, hey, do you feel comfortable? Would you like me to wear a mask? And just see where their comfort level was. And usually when I ask that, they're just like, oh no, you're fine. I had one or two that was like, yeah, we're wearing masks, or they'll tell me before I get there, like, please just make sure you wear a mask. And the other benefit is we can do what we do without physically being there. So I can even get there and say, you know what, I'll go back to my car and I'll call you. Or I've sat on people's porches, and we're outside. We can still socially distance ourselves. All that stuff is not a problem at all. Like I said, there was a period of time where I kind of would or wouldn't wear my mask, but at this point, I'm wearing it all the time when I leave. And I think now in Ohio, we actually have to wear it when we go out, to stores, grocery stores, and things like that anyway. So I decided, for my family, my wife, our 4 kids, we go mask up when we go out. Once we enter into, facilities and things like that. So that's how Corona has been impacting my career as an individual writing insurance policies. So where am I now? I know that's the question. Where are you now, Sean? What are you doing now? Like, you're talking about you're still in the industry, but you have not given us the name of the company that you're with, that you've partnered with, that has risen above all these other companies that you said that you were talking to. So tell us, who is this company? Why this company? And just curiosity, like, why did you choose them? So without further ado, I'll tell you who I'm with. It's a company called all right, no, I'm just kidding. I'm with TDT Financial. TDT Financial, they're in Columbus, Ohio, and they are national, so anywhere in the country. And one of the things that I realized, I threw my shirt on, it's one of my shirts that I wear when I'm servicing the clients. But so why did I choose this company? So I'm gonna be frank with you guys. You already know I'm gonna be honest with you, transparent. When we decided to consider launching our own company, me and the individuals that I was with, we thought the process of, man, it would really be cool to launch, the first Black national, insurance company, Black owned national, insurance company. And honestly, I didn't even know if there was one. I was like, okay, I don't want to go around saying this if it's already one out there. And there are a lot of Black-owned companies, agencies, things like that. So I'm okay with not having pursued that route. And I chose this company because, yes, they are Black-owned, but not only are they Black-owned, but one of the owners I was actually a business partner with. We were in the same industry, on the same team, and I got a chance to really see how he moved in some ways, and we connected over the years. And this was maybe over 10 years ago, 12, maybe 13 years ago, 14 years ago now. I don't know. It's been a long time ago. And so I already had a level of trust, respect, and I understood integrity, where this individual was on point, honesty, everything. I didn't have to question any of that. Like I said, I not just knew him from back then, but we stayed in contact over the years. So I knew where he still was. So I just called him because I seen something on his page about insurance, and I'm like, wait a minute. My man got some insurance. He got his license. So I checked it out, and they had launched their own company a couple years back. So I was extremely excited to find out that they had an opportunity. And what I didn't tell you guys is all those companies that I saw, there were things that I was getting ready to pull the trigger, and I kept God just kept telling me wait, just wait, hold on, just wait. No. And I mean, I'm literally having the best conversation, oh man, this is awesome. I'm ready to move forward. I had other people that was wanting to move with me. They're like, let's go. And I just had to say, I'm not gonna, I gotta respect this process. I gotta respect the timing. And just because there's other agents that wanna move with me doesn't mean that I'm just gonna pick any company. So I was obedient. It wasn't easy, you guys. It was not easy. I'm watching you guys' comments like, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? And I'm like, I'm waiting right now. I'm researching right now. And I can't tell you what I'm doing because I haven't selected a company yet. So now that I have, TDT has been phenomenal. Powerhouse, man. They are on fire. Left and right. There's the drop of the hat. You need a question, they're gonna be there for you. They're, like I said, from a technology standpoint, everything is digital, it's online. My tablet, I use that with me when I go out. I write policies on that, submitting stuff. And I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I could say about them, but what I have in store for you guys is, why not just interview them and talk to them on camera? So I'm going to be shooting up to Columbus. You guys know I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to shoot up to Columbus probably next week, and I'm going to do a interview with those guys. We're all really pumped and excited about it. It's two owners. I didn't tell you that, but it's two owners. I didn't want to give too much information about who they are. I want to give you a chance to meet them and let them speak for themselves and all the experiences that they have gone through and what led them up to launching their own, and where they are with the company and all that good stuff. But since I've been with TDT, I have already been promoted at least once. I'll probably get promoted again this month. If you're interested, we're definitely bringing on new agents. I'm working with guys myself. I feel like this industry was a blessing for me, and I want it to be a blessing for you. So if you don't know about insurance, or you're like, I'm just getting into this, listen, I learned so much about insurance. And one of the things that I can tell you, this is a major plus. Okay, so I've been kind of rambling, just trying to get you guys information to catch you up and fill you in. And I'm sure there's gonna be more questions, ask away, and I'll be responding as I do. But one of the things that was one of the biggest reasons why I'm happy that I'm no longer with AIL or that company is, instead of representing a company and working for a company and meeting with a client, a potential customer, and making sure that they fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the products that particular company have. Some have only whole life, some have only term, some have only, a few different products. Instead of being in a situation where working for this company and I gotta make that person fit the couple products they have, what I decided was I wanted to go as a broker. And so now that I'm a broker, I work for my clients. And so now with TDT, we have over 150 carriers that we're able to see all these different rates. And I can now work for my client and bring the best rate to them. And so for me, I love people. I love interacting with people. So helping people, that's the best. So the industry is going to pay you. So I don't need a company to pay me. I have 150 companies that can pay me. So the money part and where I am, I'd rather be committed to the client. And so I let them know, like, listen, you don't have to dial a 1-800 number. You don't have to press 1, press 5, press 2. Oh, I don't even remember which one is. I gotta get 0 and hope I get somebody. And then they don't even speak in a language that's clear and I can understand. I tell them, listen, I'm your guy. You just call me. You have a question, you have a concern, you want to add some coverage, you want to, whatever you want to do, just give me a call. Text me, hit me online, instant message, whatever, and then let me do the legwork for you. So that to me feels much better. I feel like clients are a lot more excited about that, knowing that if they want to call whichever company I decide to write their policy through, they definitely can do that. I give them all their information, but it's nice to build that relationship, and they're buying from me because I connected with them. So that's been really exciting. So guys, I am leaving out a ton of stuff, but I don't want to try to start guessing what people want to know. So if you have a question or something you want me to do another video on, I'm gonna be documenting more stuff. I'll be documenting more of my journey and what I'm doing and out with clients or getting ready to do a phone call or whatever the case may be. I just hope that this helps you guys in some way, some form, capacity. If you're in this industry, then you're a friend, you're a brother of mine, or sister of mine. So I wish you all the best. I wish you success in this industry. And of course, guys, I love you guys. If you need anything, let me know, hit me up. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But seriously, I hit over 100 subscribers while I was not posting any videos. So I was extremely excited for that. You guys made me really happy. I think I was at 20, maybe 15 subscribers when I shot my last video because I had just launched this page and this channel. So to go from that to over 115 now is a major blessing. So I thank each and every one of you guys for watching. And this isn't one of those kind of videos where it's like, oh yeah, go share this video. This is just because you guys are hungry and you're looking for more information and facts and connects. You want to move further and closer to your goal and your researching. So hopefully I can help you guys with that. And until next time, I love you guys. Appreciate your support. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. All right. And until next time, locate, learn, and then live superior.